Test 1, Question 12. Which of the following could be a graph of the function y is equal to 1 over x? Alright, so for this problem, we're given four graphs that we need to compare against an equation y is equal to 1 over x. Now, we can compare our equation versus these graphs by using a concept known as test points. So what we want to do is we want to supply x values to see what the y value that comes out is. So for example, if I consider the case where x is equal to 1, we get y is equal to 1 over 1, which is 1. If we apply this to enough points, we can begin to plot our points onto a graph and we can compare against the answers. So next we'll do x is equal to negative 1, which gives y is equal to 1 over negative 1, which is equal to negative 1. Next we'll do x is equal to 2, which gives y is equal to 1 over 2, which we'll just leave it as a fraction. Next we have x is equal to negative 2, which gives us y is equal to 1 over negative 2, which is the same as negative 1/2. If we look at x is equal to 1/2, we get y is equal to 1 divided by 1/2, which is the same as the fraction flips when it's in the denominator, so we get 2. Next we have x is equal to negative 1/2, which gives us 1 divided by negative 1/2, which gives us negative 2. Now let's consider x equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, we get 1 divided by 0. When we divide by 0, what we get is something called undefined. This means that we go towards infinity. So we're going to go towards infinity both from the positive and the negative. This creates something called a vertical asymptote. And if we graph a vertical asymptote, if we say we have an equation coming from this direction, it will look like this, where we have a dotted line that runs through the middle to show that it's going towards infinity in the positive. Here it goes to positive infinity, here it comes from negative infinity, and you get this kind of jump here. That's what we talk about when we talk about undefined. Alright, so at this point it should be immediately obvious which of these equations has an undefined answer at x equal to 0. That's answer choice A. But let's go ahead and graph out our points just to prove this to ourselves. Alright, so here I have my data written in a table and I have a graph here. So starting from negative 2, x is equal to negative 2, we're going to go to y is equal to negative 1/2, which is kind of halfway in the middle here. So we'll draw our first point here. Second, we have x equal to negative 1. We have y is equal to negative 1, so that's going to be the intersection of these two. Next, we have x is equal to negative 1/2, so we come halfway here, and we go down to negative 2, so right here. And then next we have 0, which is undefined, and if we follow the pattern here, we can see that this is going to go towards negative infinity. So it's going to go down this way. Okay. And if we follow the pattern going left, we know that it's going to go this way. Alright, continuing along, from x is equal to 1/2 right here, we go up to 2, and that's our next point. Here we have x equal to 1, y equal to 1 right here. And then finally we have x equal to 2, y equal to 1/2 right about here. And then if we have an undefined going towards negative infinity from this direction, it needs to go towards positive infinity from this direction. So if we draw our line going through our points, we get a graph that looks like this, and this matches answer choice A. Okay, before we move on, I want to note that each of the four answer choices in this problem are important and reoccurring equations that you will see throughout algebra. The first equation here, the one we saw in this problem, y is equal to 1 over x. This is known as the inverse function. This is the inverse function. Next we have y is equal to x squared. and this is known as the quadratic function. Next, we have y is equal to x, and this is a linear function. And then finally, we have y is equal to e to the x, which is the exponential function.
Thank you for watching this video. These math tutorials are based on the TSI Assessments Secrets study guide by Mometrix. You can find the 2016 version here or the 2020 version, which was updated based on the TSI 2.0 exam. If you would like to reach out to the instructor, you can reach out at the email on screen, or if you have general questions for Del Mar College Veterans Upward Bound, you can reach out at vub@delmar.edu or text or call the number on the screen. Finally, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.